Exhibition gallery, and indeed the process of exhibition making, constitutes the laboratory setting for the humanities. We have a tradition, as you know, and some of us enjoy it as well, a tradition of the humanist sitting in his originally lonely cell with his piled up manuscripts, working through the sacred texts in an attitude of devotion, which eventually was secularized into the research practices of the humanities, but still very solitary. It took a long time for that solitariness to be broken open and even to be acknowledged, as it has been in the modern study of the Republic of Letters, that even the scholarship that looks solitary was never really so solitary. But it's still a long way from that to the loud, collaborative, skeptical, questioning, raucous environment of a laboratory, as we think of the natural sciences. But for students and faculty at the Bard Graduate Center, we know full well, and this is indeed the third great accomplishment of the Focus Project, that the setting of the gallery, the setting of exhibition making, bringing together scholars, curators, or professors, curators, artisanal knowledge, students, full of questioning, full of the incorporation of the tacit into the specific. And so in a way, I feel very fortunate for this institution that with the centrality of the gallery, it has been able to develop its graduate training and its faculty research through the medium of the humanists' laboratory into the vital and successful intellectual endeavor that it is. And so I'd like in particular just to thank those who are involved in making the Focus Project work, in addition to those I've mentioned already, the director and the director of the gallery, Ivan Gaskell, who is the head of the Focus Project, from whom you'll hear in a moment, Marianne LaMonica, chief curator, Caroline Hanna, who worked so closely on this exhibition, Jesse Morandi, Ian Sullivan, and then Jeremy Johnson, Kate DeWitt, Dan Lee, and Alexis Mucha. All of these people working together with the students, from whom, again, you'll hear very soon, creating this kind of a project. 19th century New York, to bring it to where we're going, the city described by Whitman, the city at hand with dwellings so dense and stacks of chimneys and all the scenes of life and the workshops and the workmen homeward returning, lo, body and soul, this land, my own Manhattan, with spires and the sparkling and hurrying tides and the ships. I think this is a wonderful introduction, as if to the world of the Crystal Palace. In some sense, the world described by Walter Benjamin in his study of 19th century Paris, of glass, of gaslight, of incipient consumerism, of social mixing, fashion, trades, all under one roof, so to speak. And that's one of the things that will make this exhibition such a landmark. I began, or I should say that this symposium was scheduled a long time ago, as all well-organized institutions do with their events of all sorts. And so that date, June 29th, 2016, from then to now, I have actually been dreading this date, because that was the day on which I heard from David that he was ill, and it was clear that he was not likely to be here for me to introduce right now. We'll have an opportunity on Sunday to pay proper respect and celebrate his broader intellectual achievements. But I would be remiss, and also a bad friend, not to say how deeply I miss him and how much his accomplishments and his intellectual vision remain speaking loudly in this exhibition.